Sheltering your investments in either an ISA or a SIP means you won't pay any further tax on the income they generate. You're also protected from paying capital gains tax. That's good, but it's not all. Both SIPs and ISAs offer further tax advantages. In the case of SIPs, you get the benefit when you pay the money in. With an ISA, it's when you take it out again. A SIP's tax kicker is paid up front. Whatever you pay into a SIP receives a 25% top-up from the government. That's equivalent of giving you back the 20% basic rate tax you've already paid when you earned the money. You're allowed to save up to the annual allowance, £40,000 for most people, or as much as you earned in that year if it's less than £40,000. If you're a higher rate taxpayer, you can claim a further refund via your tax return. This is the same amount as the government's top-up. The effect of this uplift is that a £10,000 SIP investment costs a basic rate taxpayer £8,000, while a higher rates taxpayer pays just £6,000. The price you pay for this attractive upfront tax perk is that when you come to take the money out of your SIP, you can do this from the age of 55, you will only have to pay tax at your marginal income tax rate. This does, of course, make SIPs very attractive to anyone who pays tax at the higher rates when working, but then only at the basic rate in retirement. With ISAs, the tax advantage is a bit different. There's no upfront tax kicker. You save out of taxed income up to the annual contribution limit. However, when you take the money out again, and you can do this at any time with no age restriction, there's no further tax to pay. Another advantage of an ISA is that you don't even have to disclose it to the taxman. This year, the annual allowance for an ISA is £15,240, but from April 2017, this will rise to £20,000. There are a couple of other things you should know about tax wrappers. First, the allowances for both ISAs and SIPs are per person, so a couple can save up to £80,000 a year into their pensions and up to £40,000 into their ISAs from April, assuming the rules remain the same. Second, you don't even have to be a taxpayer to benefit from a SIP. A non-taxpayer, including a child, can save up to £2,880 into a SIP. And that's before the government's uplift, which takes the total saved up to £3,600.